Every morning, Nadia woke up before the sun. Not because she had to, but because sleep had become a place she no longer trusted. She would lie still on the bed, listening to Daniel's breathing beside her, staring at the ceiling while the world outside slowly came alive. In those quiet moments, her life felt full and empty at the same time. A good husband. A stable job. A home that was peaceful on most days. And yet, something was missing. Nadia had grown up in a small town where everyone knew everyone, where kindness mattered and faith was not questioned. Her parents raised her gently, teaching her to respect elders, speak carefully, and trust God completely. She carried those lessons into adulthood. People often said she was too good for this world, and she took it as a compliment, even when the world proved them right. She worked hard, excelled in school, and stepped into adulthood with hope tucked neatly in her heart. When Daniel asked her to marry him, she said yes without fear. Their wedding was simple, filled with laughter and familiar faces. Nadia believed life had finally settled into its right place. For a while, it did. The questions began in their second year of marriage. At first, they sounded harmless. So when will we carry a baby for you? You people should hurry now. Nadia laughed them off. Daniel squeezed her hand. There was time. But time passed. Each month came with quiet expectation and left with silent disappointment. Nadia learned how to smile through it, how to congratulate other women while something twisted painfully inside her chest. She learned how to excuse herself from naming ceremonies and baby showers without explaining too much. Her mother-in-law did not learn silence. "You're enjoying my son alone," she said one evening, her voice sharp. "Other women don't take this long." The words stung, but Nadia swallowed them. Soon, swallowing became a habit. The insults grew bolder. The curses grew louder. And the house that once felt like shelter began to feel like a courtroom where Nadia was always guilty. She went to hospitals. Endured tests. Waited in cold corridors with her hands folded tightly on her lap. When the doctors finally said, "There's nothing wrong with you," she felt relief and fear. Because nothing changed. "Then why no child?" her mother-in-law demanded. "Are you hiding something?" Daniel stepped in every time. He raised his voice when necessary. He chose Nadia publicly and privately. But even love, strong as it was, could not stop the quiet ache that followed her everywhere. At night, Nadia cried silently so Daniel wouldn't hear. She prayed until her knees hurt, until words failed her. Some nights she simply whispered, "God, please," over and over again, like it might be enough. 7 years passed. Hope grew thin. Then patience arrived, not as a miracle, but as a presence. She didn't rush Nadia. Didn't force scripture down her throat. She sat beside her and spoke softly, carefully. "Do you remember Hannah? The woman who cried until even the priest misunderstood her. God heard her too. Remember Sarah also, God answered her in her old age." Something cracked open. That night, Nadia prayed again, not like someone certain of victory, but like someone refusing to let go. Weeks later, her body changed. Fear battled excitement. She took the test with shaking hands. When the result came back positive, Nadia slid to the floor and wept, long, messy tears that carried 7 years of waiting. When her son was born, the house breathed again. Laughter replaced whispers. Songs replaced curses. Daniel held his child like a man who finally understood patience. And one afternoon, the woman who once wounded Nadia came quietly, eyes low, voice broken. Apologies fell like rain. Nadia forgave her. Because bitterness had never been her language. Her story was not about shame. It was about endurance. And the pain she once carried alone became proof that even the longest nights eventually bowed to morning.